All right. Let's roll d4 and let's see if someone can regale us with that tale.
Yeah,
He's gonna regale us with some tale.
Yeah, let's go.
That
Come on,
dragonborn
Grandpa.
Alright, let's see. We started the session. Having just entered the casino. And upon entering the casino, we figured that we needed to gain chips so that we can get into the higher value rooms, or the higher value room. I think it was black tokens, so you needed one black token or one black chip to get into the private room. And there were also a bunch of other chips, I think red, white, and blue, and the such. But we spent money to buy one black chip. Apparently, this is all for charity, which I think is bogus, but whatever. So these can't be traded in for anything. After making it into in the low stakes room, we did find, I think his name was Jobier Gretchen, a noble we dealt with in the past. I think he seemed to be very drunk. I don't think we interacted with him yet, but
Nope.
we did in fact see him. After we saw did we see the guard captain? I know we saw the ambassador
Guard guy. Based on his heraldry, we assume that it was the King's Guard guy.
Okay, so we saw the King's Guard guy. What was his name? Like Captain Sortan, something like that.
I
right?
believe you're correct, yeah. Captain Sortan.
Okay, and then I forget, did he go into the high... I believe he went to the high stakes room.
I think he was still chilling in the low range department. I don't think we ever seen him leave. Did we?
Okay. Still need to talk to him then. After we got the chip we needed to get into the high stakes room, we spotted the ambassador. A ambassador who seemed very important, and he was gambling at a table, I believe, shooting dice. And after going up to the table and beating him twice, apparently that means I'm cheating.
Cheater, peepee, sweeter.
I have come to the conclusion that he is either a chosen of Mystra in Eberron somehow, or he's just a very sore loser.
I think the second is more likely.
I don't know. He really spotted that magic really quick.
Or he's just so addicted to gambling that he knows probabilities and things that, like English paralysis doesn't exist.
Anywho, after losing, he decided to leave and go into the further upper carts before I got the chance to speak further with him. And after he left, I went into the bathroom in the high stakes room, finding a box that contained, it seemed like a normal, ordinary box. I decided to open it because, why would a random box be in a bathroom? Turns out it was a bomb. We discovered, or we identified, Bashir identified the bomb, or identified that it was a bomb, and its type and make. And he defused it, and we used those actions to try and guarantee our ability to get into the upper carts, which I believe have succeeded. We now have free entry into the upper carts after I spoke with Narcy of Sandra and somehow convinced her that I am not who I look like.
She obviously doesn't look like she's used to look.
I believe she did say that the security would be upped now that she's aware of bombs on the train. I think something like there will be like an extra guard or something in each room, something like that. Yeah, and I think that's about where we ended.
She also mentioned that some group or whatever, she was surprised about them being active on the train, so...
Yeah, she was very vague.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Possibly more bombs in the future, maybe. More things to be had, more people to be talked to, that sort of thing.
I can see your future. I can see a lot of bombs. Jesus, that's a lot of bombs.
All right. Can anyone think on something that Louis missed there? That might be important?
Don't believe so.
No?
That's launch.
Come on, guys. I need a reason to not give Louis inspiration. Come on.
No,
Help me out of here.
That's pretty much all I remembered as well.
I don't know how he was able to remember that.
He has a good memory. The guy does
notes.
work convincing people to give him money every day. So
At 8 a.m. on a Saturday, I'm rubbing 2 brain cells together, opening one eyelid at a time, brother.
all right,
Brother, at
Louis,
least it's
I'll
8
give it to
a.m.
you. It was good. So you can have inspiration or the consumable, depending on whatever you have. So
Didn't have inspiration, I gave it to myself.
all right. I am proud of you. Good one. All right. Well, gentlemen, what is the plan now?
I am going to reconvene with a group.
Okay.
I am actually going to be awake and functioning this section so I can participate. Instead of just answering the question, "Are you still here, Kyle?" and being like, "Yeah."
That is good to know.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
You'll see that the gloss, the haze, the white fog that was over Mila's eyes for some reason for just, I don't know, however long last session lasted in-game, it just fades away. She walked past a puff of some smoke that got her, like, absolutely blasted, and now she's like, what? Oh, I'm fine now. What's going on? How can I help?
Well, there's a couple questions that need answering. First of all, how did the talks go? Did you
They went.
alert them?
Yes, I did. They have granted us passage into the forward cars.
But they also increased their security by a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't apply to us if they granted us passage, but yeah. I mean, there's a couple of ideas that come to mind on how we can research.
I just want to be sure of one thing. I remember the conversation going when you talked to Darcy of Xandra, that she will do her best to make rooms available for you, and that you can stay in the what's the name of the fucking thing? The passenger car, which will have more security. And am I losing here? I remember that being the conversation.
What I remember is that I really insisted. I remember I was doing my really stuttery voice, and I was trying to pretend as if I was scared. I remember I really insisted, and she gave in and basically just said fine.
To be fair, there is a 28 on a persuasion check, so
okay. All right. Well, that's fine. The man wants to be with the sweaty guys in the barracks that will most likely invite the Dragonborn to do things that cannot be said because we are on stream. All right.
We need more feminine
And-
energy in this party. I know we're all bros, but there are 4 women and 1 dude in this party, and we need to start acting like it.
Mr. Zelda and his harem of many species of of ladies.
Excuse me, not all my characters can be horny, okay?
All right.
I have my fill of horny characters as playing a bard.
What roll do we make to see which one of us is the hottest?
There is no role. There actually is a physical representation of that, which is Constitution plus Charisma.
So that means I'm ugly.
Depends. There is none in this edition of D&D, but back in the day, what measured your physical beauty was Constitution plus Charisma.
Modifiers or
Modifiers, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, because it went all the way to 18, which was a +4. So, yeah, anything above a 2 in a mix between Constitution and Charisma, which is a +4, you are extremely fucking hot, like model level.
Well, this is,
that would be a goddess. Who
Yeah.
knows?
This is 5.5, so we can be nerd cute, and
You can be
am
nerd
feeling
and sexy
myself-
and cute, yeah.
Exactly. I'm feeling myself more like a +7.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
Anyway, I had a couple of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
obviously,
think I make the
we
VP card.
found this
Also.
thing in the high stakes area,
Mhm.
which means that we could
I
potentially
did. Okay.
find out who the culprit was, either based on the fact that they have a black chip, which they needed to get into the area, or they are someone with, well, guard credentials without being a guard. So, I mean, that would narrow the potential people down by quite a bit. Also, excuse me, I need to close my window because apparently the neighbors are playing soccer outside. I don't fucking know.
I was concerned with what you were gonna say there. I swear to God.
Are you guys hearing things normally?
Yes.
Okay, must be me then. I was hearing Bashir very robotic for a second.
Sorry about that.
No, yeah, only you, man. We hear
Could you,
it fine.
could you repeat what you said?
Yes, the long and short of it is, I mean, we found the bomb in the high stakes department, which means that the only person who could have planted it there, granted it wasn't planted there before departure, which we could easily find out if we asked Narcy whether the compartments were checked post departure. But outside of that, could only be someone with guard credentials, which would be granted access either way, or someone with a black chip.
It's also quite possible that a very sneaky person snuck in there some way, somehow.
Well, there were 2 guards at the door the moment we entered, so I highly doubt that anyone could see past them unless they were quite literally invisible.
I can sneak past 2 guards at the door.
It only takes a distraction.
Or changing into
With
something
a
small they
giant,
don't see.
with a giant crate.
Yeah, I
no
could sneak
less.
past them with I could sneak past them with a giant crate. All I'd have to do is change into an animal.
You are a
The crate would
druid.
disappear and and
Yeah,
I'd
that's
fall
a
through it.
very special phenomenon. Just want to
You
remember
just you just mentioned two druids how it'd be impossible to sneak past a guard with items. We're like, that's the easiest thing in the world.
Well,
I believe they are referring to normal people, Kyle.
That whole thing do exist.
They do, that's true.
I suppose if you do have a better theory, you should probably let us know.
Well, our goal here isn't to find out who's placing the bombs.
Well, technically, that by proxy could lead us to knowing what they are after, which could be the same thing that we are after. And that would be a big leap towards progressing this mission.
I just don't think that making Narcy any more alert than she already is will benefit us, being as the objective that we are here to do.
I'm not saying that we should potentially harass Marcy about it. We could also just ask the lady that sold you the chip if there were any suspicious people coming through buying chips.
You guys are escorted by 2 guards on towards the VIP room, which is the same as the war room. Along the corridors ahead of you, you perceive an opulent carriage with multiple paintings standing up at iron frames into the walls. You see that the red carpet extends itself all the way onto the end of the cart, composing of, I believe I have one more knight than I should. A few knights into a corridor. It's 6 total. I believe I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7. Okay. So this guy's not there. There you go. And you guys would notice that this carriage contains what seems to be a massive iron-like door over onto your leftmost side as soon as you enter. That seems thicker than the rest of the card itself. And almost the way that you perceive that this particular area of the carriage where you are on was most likely placed there instead of being part of the card itself, which is this particular wall here. On towards the north, you guys perceive that they lead you onto the carriage, and then the knights bow in respect as you make entry, and they say, you will be staying into the second cart, into the library hall, over in the left side. They point towards the door. You're welcome to traverse among the carriage as you wish. Just do not disturb the noblemen and the officers that are on the other cart, on the other room. So you guys are welcome to this place, but you're not welcome here for now.
Understood.
This scene is yours. You can navigate the area.
Now, which card is this again?
It's the VIP card.
Confused about where we're not allowed to go, but I'm just gonna follow Karaf notes.
I think it was the bottom one that we're not, and then the upper one is cool. Or was
No,
it the other way around?
the other way around. You guys are okay with staying here, nodding and staying there.
Okay. Yeah, the marks kind of appeared and disappeared at the same time. I don't know. All right then.
You see that one of the knights, as soon as you stand close to the door, open it for you. Welcome, my lady, to the great library.
That's nice of you. So,
You guys see that there seems to be 2 desks which that works like shelves with multiple books on the interior of them. As well, you perceive what seems to be multiple parchment scrolls, books that are left overhanging. You perceive that this room, apart from one knight standing on the inside to protect it, does not seem to have any current visitors or guests. You guys overhear a conversation coming from the north in a very muffled tone due to the thick walls and the scarch. Most likely you believe that this particular cart might be ballistic proof, because the sound does not come along well into it. You perceive that both the windows that are made of iron are currently closed and do not give vision to the exterior. You see that in the southern area, one thing calls your attention a lot. There seems to be 2 panels over on the north and south of a door, which seems to be like a vault of sorts. The door is heavily reinforced, made of iron, and you do perceive that there seems also to be slots on the side of the panels for 2 keyholes.
Well, this is more convenient than your usual means of transportation. Normally, I would have to bring my own books.
Where are these keyholes, sorry? Can you ping up?
It's like
Right here, in the sides of the door.
Okay.
Does it look like keyholes I could fit in as a spider?
You could attempt to enter the mechanism if you wish. A tiny creature could potentially attempt to squeeze through the device. What you will find in the other side is another matter entirely.
Do we want to maybe do like something like a detect magic, see if it's, you know, alarmed or something?
Hey, that's a grand idea, actually.
Before we go and, you know, touchy-feely.
I could ask God.
Touchy feel.
I mean, they might notice you using magic if I climb through. They might hear an alarm, but they might not see what's going on since it's a spider or something.
Yeah, but we're the only ones in the room. I think we'd be immediately
There's one
understood.
knight protecting the area. That's the security you guys get, by the way, one knight.
That's fine. They can take the one hit that the assassin usually puts on Karavnos.
They
Let's see,
didn't
didn't
know I'm here, so they wouldn't know I'm a part of your group. So even if they see it or hear anything come from that room, they have no reason to suspect you because they've been watching.
Yes. The one group entering the library and suddenly the alarm is raised and we have nothing to do with it.
We did get a, what's it called? When we started, I think you said we were supposed to get like a couple things of loot to help us here.
Yes. Did you guys choose that? Because I did forget that.
I don't know. I know you put it somewhere. I don't remember where you put it though.
Right here. So you guys get one item, one spy working item of your choice for this mission. A smoke bomb, a tranquilizer syringe, a forget-me-dust, a destruction device that causes noise for up to 5 minutes, and a bottle of silence, which causes an effect within a 20-foot radius to have the effect of the silence spell for 1 minute.
Maybe you could use the bottle silence for me to get in and have a quick look, then get back out.
Well, if it is a magic alarm, then it
Let me just
will
check one
sound-
thing, because it's not relevant, but I think it might be funny. Let's see. What is
Lizard,
the...
can't you just teleport in there?
Yeah,
Wait,
I
what?
can teleport in there, but I'm just making sure.
You have to see inside of it first.
Yeah, I want to see inside of it first before I go all the way inside of it. We are looking for other, like another potential bombs.
So I'm not a DJ and I don't work with sound, but I believe, as far as I know, negative 240 on seems like a lot. So I believe that spider noise, a spider step is very, very insignificant for the human ear. Why do you guys want a bottle of silence for the spider to enter through the keyhole?
Maybe the mechanism could clank to life.
That's a good that's a good supposition. Yeah, I believe it's noted now.
I don't think. I thought they were thinking that the alarm would be triggered and they wanted to silence that. But yeah, spider's not heavy enough or loud enough to make a sound of its own.
Okay, that makes more sense
Can I
now.
check for anything like that around the door? Or something?
You can roll perception rolls to try to perceive traps. Yeah.
Perception. There we go.
Oh boy, it might be one of those days. I'm feeling my tummy contract. I might need to use the bathroom soon. Dude, you look around. You perceive that these panels, they don't seem immediately tied to any alarming mechanisms. But again, like, good sense says that most likely whatever is behind this door, since it requires two decryption devices to open, most likely is important. So, you know, besides you not finding it, there is likely odds there is an alarm system that you don't comprehend or know where it is.
Because I might as well still attempt it, because we do need to know what's behind this door, and you guys can try and play it off or keep him distracted.
Absolutely.
Can anyone here detect
Keep
magic?
him talking.
I don't have detect
You
magic.
technically
I'm not a
have it.
wizard.
I technically do have it, but I'm a spider, so can't really use it.
Can you always ask the sorcerer? If the sorcerer doesn't have it, they're not doing their function right.
What I'll do is just risk it, because there's only one guard, and if someone keeps that door closed, maybe I...
Well, somebody could use the... What's it called? The tranquilizer syringe to just knock out the guard.
Oh, yeah, each one of you would have one item, so it's literally whatever you guys prefer.
Where's this item?
Since I'm just a spider, I don't think they question it. I'm gonna go through.
It's less about them questioning you, and then if an alarm is triggered, they would question us.
You're assuming that they would walk in here and not question us just because we've been chilled? That's not what we're all assuming. We all disagree with that assumption.
Just
We think they would come in here and question us because we're in here.
I hope you guys got your performance check to try and play it off like you don't know.
You know,
What's
sure.
going on?
Unless you've been saying this through telepathy, I don't know.
That's what I am saying. So.
Yeah, I figured we were always talking to Rary's telepathic bug.
1 hour, yeah. The hour did not pass, so.
So yeah,
It's
I'll
a shame
take
that no
the
one has
gamble.
both Misty Step and Find Familiar. Because we could just teleport in with that money.
I do have I have face step, but
If you have face step,
when I really
if you have face step and Find Familiar, you could just put your familiar in there, right? Because summoning your familiar or even resummoning it doesn't require line of sight. So if you resummon your familiar in the room and then use the ability to see through its eyes, you have line of sight into the room and then therefore can teleport into it with Misty Step.
presuming I can climb through the keyhole, I can already should be able to see the other side anyway.
The keys weren't in the door, they were in the panel, right? Like, aren't the keys into the wall, DM, or are they in the door, like leading into the room?
To the side of the wall, close to the to the side of the device. So most likely, it's one of the decryption options is the key, and whatever this monitor do is another thing, which could all be required, but you guys don't know. You guys literally don't know how they work. So
If someone had Misty Step and Find Familiar, we could bypass all the risk. I don't know how they'd get out, but they could get in.
I can just face step in and face step out. I assume there might be a crack in the door or a way to see in.
it's a vault door. Did you ever see a real bank vault door? There is no breaches or
They don't
ways
have no
inwards. There is no cracks.
The thing about the face step is it requires line of sight, which is why I said you'd have to at least have some way of seeing into that room.
Yeah.
Which I don't think the keyholes go.
The
into
best
that room.
option you guys have that don't require line of sight for teleportation would be dimension door. But
Well, you can get line of sight into the room. That's what I'm trying to explain.
there is no line of sight within the room. No one really... I didn't describe that. The keyhole is
I'm
not
saying-
necessarily leading to the room.
That's what I'm telling him. But you can use your Find Familiar allows you to summon a creature that you can see through its eyes. And Find Familiar and summoning that creature, that spell doesn't require line of sight. So you could summon the familiar in that room, see through its eyes, and then Misty Step into the room. Because you have line of sight into the room.
Might be a really dumb question, but have we just tried doing like the walk thing? Like walking through that thing instead
Walking
of
through
just
the
teleporting
thing.
around? Well, I mean, he's a spider, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
The
So-
keyholes do not go into the room.
Well, I mean, if you're teleporting in, then you're effectively doing the same thing.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you're going through the keyhole, there's obviously a
I said
mechanism that
you
they can crawl
cannot-
through.
You cannot. I'm so sorry. This has been confusing to you all. But the DM has specified the keys are not in the door. They're in a wall panel item. The keyholes do not lead into the room. You cannot crawl into the keyhole and then keep crawling and end up in the room. He's
Okay, so
describing
why
that's not
why
the
would
thing.
it be a mechanism for the door if it wasn't in some way, shape, or form connected to the door?
To
It
the
can be
door,
connected
yes.
to the door,
Not to the
But
room.
like a bank vault, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So like you can have a key that unlocks a mechanism
So-
that triggers something else that unlocks the door. But it doesn't mean the
For-
keyhole goes to the door.
For
or even
anyone
into
that
the
doesn't
room.
know the function of a vault door, basically, it's a great big sheet of iron in the middle, and multiple of those tubes of metal that reinforce the central door, normally in between 3 to 4. And then the vaulting mechanism, which loses that. When it's loose, then someone go into a little panel and then remove these tubes, which are the locking mechanism. That's basically how it usually works. I imagine it works in some sort of way again. It does have check to sabotage it, if that's what you guys prefer to do. But realistically, destroying the vault door is impossible. It's too high AC and too high HP.
Aha, but can it do saving throws?
It can, but again, you guys are going to cause a lot of noise trying to destroy this vault door.
I'm just kidding. That was not looking on destroying this.
They would
But
try.
yes, it's possible.
Yeah. Try
Okay,
pick
so
lock.
I can try the Find Familiar. I do have one set up somewhere. I think I set them at the front of the train. I can resummon it.
Yeah, it wouldn't even cost you a spell slot to make it go into its pocket dimension and then resummon it from its pocket dimension.
By the way,
2
Kyle, what you represented there with the familiar, having line of sight doesn't account for full cover rules. So Misty Step to the familiar eyes is not a thing.
Oh, really?
Rules as written, no.
At the end of the
what
day,
about
we
the
just
full-
want to see in.
So
So
what
no-
do you mean? I just wanted to clarify what I mean by the full cover.
When someone is casting, they need to have clear line of sight without obstruction of full cover towards where they want to go, or towards where they want to cast a spell. If you cast a scorching ray towards the direction inside the room where you can see to your familiar eyes, and you do not, the familiar see, but you do not directly have line of sight to that direction, you cannot select a creature in that area.
Oh,
That's all odd.
Yeah, full
Yeah,
cover
I thought that's
rules.
exactly what it. But they wouldn't have. I mean, I understand if the object you're casting is moving, right? Like if you're casting
It's
a
not
spell,
about
like,
moving. It's where you
Well, I
are
mean,
to where the familiar are. Full cover
well, I mean, if you're
rules.
casting Scorching Ray, they would have full cover because the
Yes.
Scorching Ray is a like it's a burst of fire moving through your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But this is teleportation, so it wouldn't have like full cover. We're not targeting anything. Nothing
If
in
it
that room
requires
has full cover.
sight, full cover rules apply.
But Find Familiar doesn't require sight.
Find familiar doesn't. I'm telling you, Misty stepping through your familiar eyes is not a thing. That's all I'm saying.
But you're not targeting a person, so full cover is something that a creature can gain, not an area. The area can't have full cover because it's
An
not
area,
a creature. like
object,
targeting.
an area or object can have full cover, can provide full cover actually.
An object or a creature could have full cover, but not an area because it can't be target. I mean, you're not targeting it.
Well, that's
Kyle,
not rules
Kyle,
fire around.
Kyle,
Yeah.
good conversation is done. I'm telling you that's how I am saying it works, and I can give you the text for that if you really want to go into it. But I got a complaint on Adventures League game because of that specific thing. So
Okay. I mean, I don't want to spend time arguing it, but I have the text. You can send it if you want.
sure. Getting to it.
So,
Are you
well,
attempting to enter the keyhole as it is what you were trying to do?
No, I'm gonna try and get my Find Familiar to be summoned.
Okay. You can 100% do that. I believe you have 2 on Wild Shape to do that.
I don't know.
Because you don't spend a spell slot, that is 100% sure, because you spend a Wild Shape charge. But you basically you still use the Cast Familiar spell for the effects of that. So you still have to do somatic and verbal components, which your spider can do, unless it's a druid-specific spell that you can do in Wild Shape. So you have to run Transform to use the Find Familiar. Unless someone else has a Find Familiar. But yeah, what Kyle exampled on, the summoning inside the vault is possible. Because that part of the spell doesn't require line of sight.
Well, when you wild chip, you keep your features, right?
You do, but only Moon Druid, as far as my knowledge, and can cast spells or certain spells within an area in Wild Shape.
They can only
To
do
my
circle
knowledge.
spells for their stuff.
To my knowledge, anyone can go check up the Druid class and correct me, but that is what I believe.
No, that's correct.
I'm
That was-
wondering if it's going back to me climbing through the keyhole and seeing where that leads and see if there's any like.
Okay. As you
there has
enter
to be
through the
some kind of
keyhole,
ventilation in the ring.
go to the door, please. Move the token to the door. As you enter through the keyhole, you notice that what seems to be a thin sheet of metal seems to extend up itself across multiple cogs and small little devices, and you perceive that there's multiple little tunnels and complex mechanisms that you come across that seems to extend themselves in extremities along onto the wall itself, and eventually you notice that your movement is stopped by what seems to be a thick sheet of iron in circular shape, a tube-like form that extends itself alongside the wall to your left and basically impede you to move further down. Going up, you find the same complexity of mechanisms, going up, and then again, same thing, it completely isolates itself. If you go over to the east or western side of the wall, you notice that to the easternmost side, immediately there's a thick grate of sheet of lead in the middle of the door that seems to impede you to move further, and onto the right side, eventually the wall just ends. So there's no further where to go. That's it. It's basically an isolated area for the mechanism. You go outside and you are free to tell that to your party.
So I don't see any cracks in the
Like I said,
like.
security vault mechanism. There is no cracks. They are made in perfect shape to not have that sort of thing. So
I climb back out and relay. Yeah, me climbing in isn't gonna work the way I thought it would. It just takes me around in the lead and stuff I can't get through.
I do. Would I be able to? I'm not gonna do it in front of the guard.
because it's you, Louis, no.
Oh,
What do you want to do?
I was thinking about. You said it was possible to sabotage the vault, right?
The monitor mechanism. One of the one of the encryption devices, which is the monitor. It is possible to sabotage that. The keys, Thieves Tools check is also available, but none of you have it anymore. So,
Would a Tinker's tools be possible?
not really. The check for the sabotage is tied with sleight of hand. Magic or intelligence ability check.
I mean, I can do the sleight of hand. I'm not terrible at it.
Anyone got a way to charm this guard to see if he can potentially get us the cards?
Wait, what did you say?
Maybe we can charm the guard somehow. Get him to find us the cards. And whilst he's looking, we've got an empty room still as well. So we can try other methods whilst he's not here. Because if I have a way of using my dominate beast or something, I could potentially get him to leave for an hour whilst we work out what to do without prying eyes.
Or is just knock
We're
us
speaking
out?
telepathically anyway. I think it's fine. I would at least communicate.
So which rooms weren't we allowed to go in?
The one in the north,
Okay.
but you know, you're a spider. There is a space in the door for you to enter if you wish. So
An entrance around outside of the train?
there is a what?
An entrance around the outside of the train if we
Yeah, there is. The passage card that you went through. There would be a container glass dome, but you still can go beneath it, you know, and circulate the train upwards. If that's what you want to
If you
do.
don't want me to, I can go out here and try and just go that way and check the windows, see if there's any way of me teleporting in through that way. Or at least get a familiar inside.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I spoke over some.
All right. While he's doing that, since there is other players that might have ideas, let's round it over. What do you guys have in mind there?
You said sleight of hand was possible to be used to.
So let me check the device. So it requires the right keys. It requires the code of access. And then yes, there is a sleight hand related check that you guys can't enter. I will not reveal the DC to try to figure out a way to disable the passphrase. Do not need a passphrase.
Okay, I can attempt that.
Investigating the monitor does give advantage on the check, if anyone wishes to do that.
Well, do we want to knock out this guard first?
You have the muscle right here, which is apparently sit down and writing and reading a book.
No, we have the syringe thing. That
You do?
You only have to be proficient with daggers, and I think as long as you're proficient with simple weapons, you're proficient with daggers.
Yeah, 100% would be.
I just want to quickly say something. I apologize very deeply, Kai. I looked it up, and you are completely right. I found the text.
Appreciate it.
So I suppose while this, I'll telepathically ask Vidicrum, to take the syringe and knock this guard
Guys,
out.
before you guys use any items, I need you guys to write down which item you have. Can be in Discord, can be
Okay.
here,
Okay.
whatever you prefer.
Where did you miss the list at?
I did a dot on the list. If you click on the last message that I dotted on, those are the items. Mrs. Alden, if you want, you can choose an item as well.
There you go.
Okay.
I believe since you chose, if I'm not mistaken, the military, not military disguise,
The soldier background.
the soldier, no, not the soldier uniform. It could be the military disguise for you as well.
Okay.
Okay.
It could facilitate
great.
it, you walking around.
I guess I'll get the.
Sounds perfect, actually.
Yeah, I mean he
I'll
is
probably
a
also
big,
think-
strong man, you know, so makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Would it make sense for me to have that as claiming to be the?
It doesn't have to make
Whatever this-
sense per se. It's whatever you pick. It's literally player choice. It's an outside the table mechanic. So
Okay, cool. I'll check military disguise as also.
cool.
We are not going to have many options. I guess I'll take the syringe.
Okay. You are gonna have to, if you wanna apply that with him looking in the direction inwards to the room, either a stealth roll to approach him or a sleight of hand roll to, you know, like they
The plan
they
was
do in
for-
Hitman.
The plan was for me to talk to him. I was going to try
Okay.
and distract him with
Distract
conversation.
him. All right. And then someone else do that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who has the
Apparently
syringe and
the-
was gonna attempt the roll?
I think Vidicrum was supposed to have one. Maybe?
I said I was giving it to him.
Or
Okay.
that.
So the barbarian would need to be closer to the guard to attempt that roll. But yeah. Is the druid doing anything there, or they're just standing there as the courtesan lady?
I'm just guarding Karavnos right now. He's gonna try to stab this guard.
Yeah, kinda. He's gonna put the syringe to knock this guy cold.
I guess I'll try to come up and like.
Offer some booty.
What is that on the floor? I lock my legs and bend over to look for it.
Oh boy, yeah. I joked and he literally offered a booty. But yes,
God damn.
Karavan, as you were talking and and joining up the thing there, do your conversational speech. Go for it.
Each. So what's it like being a guard? I don't often get their perspective about their day in and day out activities.
He will first say to you, my lady, I do appreciate the interest of my work, but I ain't on duty, I cannot speak. You're gonna have to roll me a persuasion check on that.
Okie doke.
Not that high, 16. Oh,
Oh.
my fucking god. Okay. Don't go looking out for gold, Luis. Apparently, it is your lucky day in the game. All right. Yeah, you see that he says, if you insist, I can tell you a few things, and he tells about he was a poor boy in a rural area around Charn that got his odds on to getting into the military, blah 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 blah, sad story noises, and yeah, he looks over to that big fat booty, Dragonborn booty onto the side, and Vitrocan, you can do your sleight of hand, bro. Chill. Book the man without him noticing.
Is it sleight of hand? I thought it was just an attack.
Attack roll. Yeah, sure. Just do improvised attack roll. So roll me a d20 plus your strength score. You can do a strength ability check also. Whatever
Actually,
is
it's,
easier for you.
a character that's proficient with daggers is proficient with a syringe, so technically it's just it's even plus the proficiency.
It is? Okay. This is Alan?
Counts
Yeah.
as a dagger, apparently.
Would you say like
Roll me a
strength or
d20.
dex?
Yeah, just roll me a d20. That's fine. I can add the modifiers manually. You have +4, +4, so +8 to whatever you roll.
Plus 8. So D20 plus 8, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's a
Give him
miss.
my inspiration. Jesus Christ.
Roll again.
Unless he has it on. Nope.
There you go.
Hits. And it's a con save 15, I believe.
17.
17.
Okay. I don't believe this guy is passing, but...
You never know.
Oh, that came so close. And yeah, the guy snoozes off, hold his hand on towards the wall, and just, that moment of heaven that every good man have, he just in that ass and falls.
Hell yeah.
He has a suit of plate armor, a great sword, and a heavy crossbow, if anyone wants anything from him.
Does he have any keys or anything?
Say again?
Does he have any keys or anything?
Good
I
question.
can check, but I don't believe he do.
Because he's guarding here, so I imagine he has it. But if not, he's probably someone
Yeah.
else. He's just guarding.
Well, if anything, he has the heraldry of the Baelish army, so potentially
No,
transmit it to whoever
he
wants
doesn't
to
have any sets
wear it.
of keys.
Okay, then yeah. We have to figure out how to open this then.
Well, he did say that investigating the mechanism would give advantage on the sleight of hand, so does Bashir want to aid me in that venture and
Why, yes, of
investigate?
course.
Just
No,
so
that's
in
fine.
case any people come in and see him suspiciously, I'm gonna drag his body and make it look like he's like fell asleep reading a book.
All right, done.
Sure thing.
And if he gets caught, he's fired as hell.
Exactly.
He was supposed to be on break, but then break got canceled.
Let's make sure to take the syringe out of his neck as well. So let's not leave that there.
Well, of course, you gotta stick it and then take it out quickly.
All right. Louis, I need your token here if you're doing the check.
No, Bashir's doing the trick.
Okay.
He's doing the
I'm
investigation.
Yeah.
Investigation roll.
Okay.
Just want to clarify one very important thing here. You relaying the information to them will still make them have the need to understand the information you're passing by. So I'm going to ask for a 10 to roll intelligence ability check anyway, if they are the one doing the sleight of hand.
I guess.
But yeah, otherwise, go for it.
Ravnos, is that okay? Do you want to do the investigation yourself?
Chances of me, I have a +0 chance of doing. I could give you these gloves so that you could do it. I think we have the same bonus if you use the gloves that I'm using.
I mean, you could always chance it and see whether detect thoughts works on me. If you
Yeah,
probe me, I could probably explain it better in detail when I'm thinking about it.
I mean, seeing as this is kind of like my expertise in magic, would that work that way?
I don't know. That's why I'm
You don't
potentially
necessarily
suggesting it.
know the full information of what the based on what a person is thinking. I wouldn't say so. No.
Okay.
So
Well, that's fair.
I think it's better that you wear these gloves for now to do it, since I don't want to mess that up. But let's see how you do on the investigation.
Yeah, let's see how I do on the investigation front. I mean, if I don't see anything, then we might as well just go in. Is our druid still focusing on guidance? It looks like it.
It would be far beyond a minute by now.
Yeah.
So.
Figured.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys to finish on the interior so I can pass back to the druid.
I could guide
And
you if you
then
like.
well, go ahead. By all means.
Sure. I'll come down there. Is it gonna be the Gith? Is it gonna be the Gith?
Yes.
Alright, sweet. I'll say to you, this makes up for everything. Just a cleric now. And I
Well,
begin
then.
to mansplain magically. What check are you making?
Investigation first. Huh?
Make sure you
Just
look at
cover
it
them.
real hard. Do you need glasses? Use your glasses.
Well, no, it's just got. I was thinking the freaking thing got removed. I'm just gonna roll it manually, I guess. Then. There we go. 23 on the investigation.
All right, so this in front of you seems to be a complex device that holds what seems to be some sort of passphrase. The passphrase must be typed in both monitors at the same time to work. What is that sound in the back?
Sounds like an echo.
At the same time to work, and you do not know exactly what this passphrase is. But this device could potentially be disabled if a strong circuit of electricity passed through it in both boxes also at the same time. So you believe that anything that could, cause enough lightning damage to the device could potentially disable it. And also it's possible to disable it mechanically if you just disable the back of the device, which is more inside the wall. That's why it requires more precise tools in the sleight of hand roll.
Fair enough. Would I also be able to discern whether a unsuccessful attempt at shorting this thing basically would completely
Would
break it
trigger an
from...
alarm and would most likely lock the mechanism inwards.
Yeah, okay. So either we completely disable it with sufficient lightning damage, or we find
It literally
what
is one attempt.
triggers
Yep.
the mechanism. Basically like a general key if passphrase fails, so to speak.
Does anyone have incense?
I do not. Why would I have incense? I can make smoke if you want.
Why would we need it, per se?
To contact God and ask him what the passphrase was.
Well, Why would God know what this passphrase is? In fact, it is a mechanical device. Aren't you a druid? Wouldn't your God know if druid things?
Are you trying to divinate the passphrase? That is insane, Kyle.
God is all knowing.
Is the password 1234? Unsure.
The password is 23548 little kitty.
Well, it says you could ask God, and he may give you a cryptic rhyme. What if we asked God and he gave us a cool riddle puzzle to figure out the password? That'd be fun, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Don't
am
you think, guys?
100% positive that Lewis would love a puzzle right now. You know what? I might actually an additional layer of a puzzle for just
This
for Lewis.
entire-
Oh, hey guys, I have the idea. Guys. Anybody got any incense?
No.
Damn it.
I mean, I think I could do sufficient lightning damage. It's like my whole thing.
Yeah.
I had incense, but they somehow got deleted off my character. I have no idea where they are.
Man, can't that just command word the door to open? It's command like one word open. Jesus.
It's secretly a mimic,
call it-
so yes, it works.
Yeah.
So probably in different
Secretly a
languages. That's the code word.
I
The
mean,
code
honestly,
word
yeah.
100% is banana.
Honestly, I half expect like in the heat of the moment, freaking Narcy failing to find that other bomb, and all of a sudden it just goes off in the middle of our heist.
Would there be any way to determine, like, well, would Bashir have told me that one of the ways of getting in there would be to just use sufficient lightning damage?
Well, yes, that's the first thing I mentioned.
Okay. And I imagine that's not the one where it requires me to make an intelligence check.
No, you just need to
That's
cause
basically
enough damage on the device.
Break or lock forever.
Would I be able
If
to? Would I be able to look at it and kind of investigate to see how much damage I would have to do to
No.
this thing?
In above table, we ask if it's possible for him to do this amount of damage.
I could pitch in as well. I can use my lightning bolt for my javelin to combine it with his lightning.
Synchronized attack.
Is that a thing? Just two people doing lightning damage at the same time?
If they rally an action to do it, yeah, 2 lightning bolts can be cast at the same time.
That is going to make a big commotion.
Get tell. Yeah. Before we do it, yeah, this is gonna make a big commotion. I'm probably gonna get this table and block the fucking door.
Did
But
what, our
that's it.
spider companion? Did he say he picked the silence bottle? I
They
don't
are waiting on
remember.
you guys, and yes, he did say he picked the silence bottle, but he's outside.
Could I
Or she
call-
is outside.
could I call her
Yes, as you call, we are gonna actually switch scenes, so do your conversation, let the men play a little as well. Call to him.
Real quick, whilst I was out here, do I see any gaps or ventilation?
Nope. Completely sealed, bro. Like I said before, security room. So there is no cracks, no nothing in the exterior.
I'm guessing you'd be talking to me right now. I'm looking. I don't know if there's a way for me to get in. Actually, there is. I'll world shape back into human.
Okay.
So I'm out here.
All right. Let me remove that. Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to summon my familiar into that room so I can actually see.
All right. What sort of familiar are you summoning?
I've already got a familiar up. It should be the bat that I summoned earlier. Just resummoning it back in here. That's a fit.
You mean
I
you're
think
getting it
that's
out of the pocket dimension? That I don't know if it works like that. Give me 1 second. I believe this is when you summon it for the first time.
As a magic action, temporarily dismiss it into the pocket dimension. You can dismiss it forever. As a magic action, whilst it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear within 30 feet. Yeah. Doesn't say I have to see the 30 feet.
Is that the 2014 version? I think it is. Find familiar. Rules, spells. Find familiar.
I should just put this in the chat. What I'm doing.
One familiar only. Disappearance of the familiar. Find space within 30 feet of you. Okay, yeah, that works. Where is the batch? The batch. Doesn't have the find familiar spell either. Okay. Where is that spell on you? There we are. Okay. No spell slot.
I am.
No actor found
that's-
folder familiars. That's strange. Alright. Oh, doesn't have a macro. We don't need a macro. Batch.
And I put it like in this
Can you
point of the room.
see inside the room? Oh, it's not really physically needed for you to see the room. Let me describe what you see. The twist. Cracking. That's the safe in the rare room. That's not the vault. Error information. A knife present in the file room, which has a clerk. Ah, that's where you guys are, the file room. Turn with the rebel agent, stealing the vault keys. Okay, here we are. You receive what seems to be a rather large and opulent room with multiple rows, with drawers and what seems to be files and small cabinets. You notice that this room seems to hold a cog, a sort of a spinning cog in its center that continuously ticks from time to time into the center of the room. You perceive that over the sides, all those drawers seems to have simple locking mechanisms, and most of the locking mechanisms seems that they can be triggered onto the side of the cabinet itself via buttons. So it's most likely a lock just, simply keep whatever is on the inside from spilling out, since it's a moving train. It's leaping out, not spilling out. And you notice that this chamber which you guys are on seems to be some sort of vault for keeping important documentation on it. So most likely the dossier you guys are after isn't this vault.
I relay that. So I've got a familiar inside the vault. I see files, paperwork, and so if we're gonna find this dossier, it might be in here. Do I see any way to open the door from the inside with the bat?
No, you don't. There seems to be that same spinning wheel on the interior, but it's very heavy.
Yeah, too heavy for a bat. Do you guys want me to check through stuff whilst it's in there, or do you? What's your plan over? I call that to the group. Whilst in my telepathic bond.
Well, I suppose seeing what's inside has only revealed that this might be a location of interest. Whether we should break into it right now is another question, because, quite frankly, I wouldn't want to sour this remainder of the trip with the prospect of being hunted by all the guardsmen here.
Do I, just real quick, do I see another box like the one we saw before in the back toilets where
You
the
do.
bomb was? Yeah, I might be hesitant on trying anything. I see another box. It looks like one from the other bathroom with the bomb. So I'd be hesitant to blow that door down in case it sets it off. So, I need to work at how does casting spells for a familiar actually work?
The spell
So-
goes through you and can be any touch range spell.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm guessing the box is locked, so would the bat be able to open it? To have a quick check inside?
To open the
Make sure
box.
Opening
What
the
even
box
is the
before
strain of the bat? Less 4. I mean, I won't say you can open it like uplifting it, but you certainly can throw your weight against it. It might do something to the box.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
Okay,
with a
can
less
we-
4 being a tiny creature, my guy, you can lift like maybe a fork. Not you know, the top of a heavy crate, so.
Just double checking the stat block of a bat real quick. to
It's
see
less
what
for
they can
strength,
do.
so.
It's more or less just seeing if they got anything useful. Keen hearing.
Keen hearing, echolocation, bite.
So
Bite the box.
before, did we hear noises from the box? So I at least recognize if the bat tried listening into the box.
No, really. You smelled what seems to be fumes coming from the box the first time.
Does the bat smell it not this time?
Make me a perception smell die check for me.
Is that with the bat's perception?
Yes. Would be +1. So whatever you roll a d20 +1.
Ooh.
20.
Nice. You smell up through the bat what seems to be the familiar smell of smoke and fumes coming on the inside of it.
Okay, yeah, definitely the same smell as before as well. Definitely, most possibly a bomb. So how do you want
So,
to handle this?
how are we going to alarm the guards without revealing to them that we have been checking this room here without authorization? That's probably not going to happen
When why would we alarm the guards?
because someone has to open the vault. The bat ain't disabling it.
At least we have knowledge of being careful around it now, though. And I can look in now. I can see in there without being inside.
Well, if I wasn't such a terrible liar, I would probably be able to convince the guards to at least search the rooms, given that there was an alarm set into place.
I will be very honest, unless someone pull a very good reason that I can't think of why you guys would know that information. I would say the deception would be higher than 20. So
Just double checking. Is the door actually blocked off? And now I can't get through.
yes, with the bat, no. What do you mean?
There's gonna
Oh,
be a bat in there forever.
you mean that? No, yes. The door is openable. But the thing is, when you attempt to pass through here, the knight will look at you and say, Miss, who are you?
Oh, I'm with the noble that went through here.
You see that he
Yeah,
holds up for a
personal.
moment, and then 1 second, please. Enters the room and look over onto the knight knocked out. What? Hey! He goes over to the knight. Does anyone do anything about
Somebody
that?
hide them.
Does anyone do
I say,
anything
"Hey, whoa,
about
whoa,
that?
shh, 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 shh." I'll say he's sleeping. Shh.
He's not supposed to be leaking. He slaps the guy in the back of the head to wake him up and say, "What are you doing? You're on duty." And
think he was
says,
bored.
"Oh, I think, I don't know. I was. Let's see if he remembers. I'm gonna be fair and roll to see if he remembers what the fuck he was doing. He doesn't. I was standing guard from him, and then go back to your post." And yeah, he goes back to the door. My lady, do you recognize this woman? He points towards Johanna.
Yeah.
Very good. You're clear, miss. And he goes back to his post on the outside. And yeah, that's it.
I say telepathically, I didn't know you knocked out a guy.
I did say it telepathically that I set the plan.
Oh, I wouldn't have heard you actually commit the plan or if he was actually out cold. I don't know.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I had to get him somehow. Now we got him looking at us.
Yeah, the man is suspicious. He's highly alert, looking everywhere like a crackhead. What the fuck took me out?
Okay. I say in my head I can try and charm him into ignoring what we're doing.
That is always one option.
Now we got him watching us. I got that. So what do we want to do about this now?
Well, we need him to not be paying attention to us anymore, and we need to not be leaving the room and attracting more guards here. At least not before we do what we need to do here.
I know myself a name.
I'm gonna It seems you guys are running out of options here, so I'm gonna allow an intelligence ability check for those that were here last week to remember important information that you guys might be missing.
Okay.
No, pass as expected. Hannah, give it a go.
Sorry.
Both of you remember. All right. Who makes more sense for the information?
Here.
Let me just check where actually the keys are, because I know where one of them are. I don't know where the other is.
Could I be good
No,
since
there
I was
are
lurking
interested
around
in
as a
perform
spider?
the following. No, improve the clerics.
I
and
mean,
administration.
Kingsguard would obviously make sense. They probably have one of those keys. And I could totally envision Narcy to have the other. Because they both seem pretty high ranking and they have been immediately introduced. to
Yes,
us in
one
some
of them
way.
you got it correct. I'm just checking who has the other one, because I don't believe it's Narcy. I believe it's the other
Okay.
noble.
The Horseman Noble?
The Horsebane noble is the VIP person.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't have access.
Okay. And then the signet ring has, okay, the safe code. To the vault key found without raising an alarm. So both of them are in the safe. Okay. You remember that the noble that Lady Stormhorn in here was playing against had a signet ring. In you remember that the shape which the signet was on retracted like some sort of in the shape of something that would fit somewhere. It could fit in a keyhole, it could be fit something else. And the voice you guys heard seems to be from the same noble she was playing against, which is Lord Kor. Introduced himself as Lord Kor.
Now, where do we hear that voice from again?
Norch, the room you guys are not supposed to be on.
Well, we still have our.
And since you guys wanted to trace a plan anyway, and I need to use the bathroom for a while, we are gonna take our usual break, and I'm gonna allow you guys to plan if you wish, or take a break if you need. I'll be right back. See you guys back in 10 seconds.
So this is the that we're looking for, if I remember correctly, right?
The what?
This is the vault we're looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for it because we need the dossier that's inside it.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that's one of our tasks.
since this is the end goal, well, I don't know about end goal, but this is the main thing we came here to do. There's probably
yeah,
other
yeah.
things we have to do first.
Well, that's, yeah. I mean, we have to find the 2 keys and potentially a signet ring, which apparently we know where it is. The key.
We're gonna be on.
Huh?
I was gonna say we're gonna be on the
Try-
train for a couple of days. I think
Yeah.
we could, with being able to re-prepare some spells, maybe, or do some more research. Don't have to hit the train first day, right? If we're gonna be here
Well,
for a few days, we might be able
No,
to
no.
hit it on the way out.
No,
The problem is bombs.
There's a bomb in there.
And the
Unless
last
you-
one we found had a timer of 40 minutes.
Yep.
So
this one.
I doubt the other ones will be too far behind.
Yeah. This might have been set at a later time, but still.
So you're saying we have to get the? I thought they were taking care of the bombs.
Well, obviously they haven't yet.
There's still one in the vault currently.
Okay, I think a good idea is that when I was looking at the guy before we found out that he was very into like foreign wines, but I know when we went to the kitchen they said they didn't have any, but I think it's quite possible that they might have some, you know, maybe the chef kept one
What
for
would that
himself.
give you? I mean, it would give you a way in, I suppose.
Yeah, it'd give me a way of talking to him, and then while I'm talking to him, I could get a little touchy-feely, slip the signet ring off his finger. He lost it.
Oh no, he was focused on the dragon booty. He must have lost attention for a brief moment of time.
Exactly right.
So my idea is, since we have the military disguise, I could just pose as some sort of shift relief. That would be one of the things. I could at least overhear them. The other idea is we could just get like the appropriate security measures here and pretend that there's some sort of ledger that marks down the rooms that have been searched, and the vault comes up empty, so we still need to search it. That would be the most efficient way to get the appropriate people here and open it legitimately without raising like the immediate red flag of being burglars.
That's an idea we could, like, I could try and charm this guard into go telling someone that there's a bomb in the vault. And that could hold
But then
them
he's
somewhere.
just a guard.
What if we were to say
Probably-
that I used divination magic in order to determine that there was a threat within range, and it located this vault based on, like, you know, what do you call that? Let's process of elimination. We determined that the only threat that could exist would be in the vault, so they should check it.
The one issue with a lot of these is that they bring a lot of attention to us.
Well, I mean, we've already
like-
found the first bomb and disabled it, so in that regard, we're kind of good in their books. We're just like concerned citizens, basically.
Well, I could say, I mean, I do have the ability to divinate, and right, like I could say something like, "Oh, as their head guard, Alicia's head guard, they were very, very concerned about a bomb being in the bathroom, and we're in a room with a locked door. So I asked my creator if there was any bombs within a certain number of feet, and this is the only location within that number of feet that would have one. Of course, it's a bold-faced lie, but we could try to spin it. Like, oh, we just
Sure.
asked God, and he said so.
I
But that would be my
don't
only
think
thing. Is
people
that divination.
believe in God.
Oh, they're not religious?
Well, I mean, to some extent, but like outside of like very specific religions, they don't really have like deities. So
Maybe I
Or,
could say just simply divine prophecy has alerted me to the fact that there is most likely a bomb in that area.
I got a silly idea that might work with Druidcraft. I could try and get other people to smell the bomb now and know exactly what it smells like, and then we can all act a bit distressed that we all smell the bomb. That way, they'll have to come and investigate it.
My
I'll
character
have to-
does deal with bombs and demolitions. They could say that they're able to smell bombs. Yeah, like in combination with what you're saying. Like, you could make the smell, and I'd be like, I smell a bomb, and they could be like, oh, I kind of smell it too, you know?
I could also just make a smoke screen come off the freaking wild door.
I'm not sure if that works, because we always have to remember, Mila is smoking, and they're technically carrying a pig and a blanket that's also smoking. So her entire character, she's carrying a small pig that's on fire. But I mean, it could work. It would just be also like, I'm just afraid it would be suspicious. Like, there's smoke coming off of that, but there's always smoke coming off of it.
Well, I mean, we have 6 different planes. They all kind of sound good, so I mean, we just have to decide which one to follow
Maybe we do the
instead of
safest
just
one
adding
first.
to the 6. Well, which one is the safest? Safest one would be, this room hasn't been searched. Go ahead and freaking organize a search. That way,
Yeah.
we're hands off. We're literally just dropping a white lie because we wanted to trigger the search of that room. People are gonna at least detect the bomb. We don't have like immediately like access to it, we can do that later, I believe.
My only
And,
concern with that plan is that they're just like, oh, if you have no reason to suspect, you're just telling us to check it. First and foremost, least likely option is that they suspect we're being devious and wanting them to unlock a vault for no reason.
well, we
Or
we
less-
already kind of put a place in or a plan in place where that would be sounding like a legitimate story. It's just not coming up on a ledger as having been checked. And there was literally just a alarm based on the information that Karavnos gave Lady Xandra or Narcy, that these things are to be searched. So, if there was ever a believable story,
That brings up my second concern is that they might dismiss it entirely based on the vault security, right? Like, hey, we can see how a person gets a bomb into a bathroom, bag of holding, portable hole, any little magical item or trinket that allows you to hide stuff. You know, druid magic, genie vessel magic, all that kind of stuff. But if you just like, if they just claim that, yeah, no one can get into the vault, as really we have had difficulty doing, that is also my concern. Again, just above table, that they just might be like, no one can get in there. We never unlocked the vault for anything.
they're obviously concerned that someone is acting from the inside, so why wouldn't they consider someone planting a bomb from the inside?
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying what my concerns are. I don't know. You could be right. I'm just, this is, again, these are just bare, like, just in the back of my mind concerns.
Well, it's a zero consequence plan. Like, if it fails, we can still go from there.
that is true.
if they
say,
disregard
"Oh,
it."
we're
Whatever.
Like if we say there's a possible bomb in there, or have them search the room, wouldn't that just make it harder for us to do anything in that room later?
Probably not.
What if? What? Yeah, now they've seen me.
Because
I-
the first... Go ahead.
Now they've seen me turning into a spider and think, not really, I've disappeared. Might not work this time.
If they open the vault and we need to get into that vault, I can get in there undetected during that time period. I have wild shape and a potion of invisibility. And at this level I can, like, fly, so I turn into like a sturge. Wait, what are my list of animals? I think I have sturge on there, or did I change it for bat? No, I have bat. So I can turn into a creature that is tiny, same as a spider, and fly. And they have blind sight.
Okay.
I got. I can still help you with the bat in the room that I have as a familiar to help you search, without having to actually be in there. Makes us check it quicker, but we still also need to do something. Like, if they ward off that area because of the bomb, we might not be able to even have a chance to look inside.
Well, then I guess we just have to get into their good graces. I don't see where getting that ledger is currently taking precedent over the fact we should probably keep the train from exploding.
The bomb is with the ledger.
Yeah.
So we need to.
I see that, but
Either-
if the bomb goes off and we are delaying that because we still want to get into the ledger after. We literally might make that ledger explode with the bomb.
Let's electrocute the door, grab the ledger, and leave.
Fair.
I could bottle
Max,
this.
max level spell slot. I know you got some fucking, what do you call that, Lewis bullshit to increase the damage. Empower the spell, Lewis. Roll the fuck ton of super dice, and we just hero dice it up, blow the door clean off, grab the shit we want. I'm gonna summon a dragon, turn into a giant eagle, and then we all just
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
This is better. This is. I'm telling you, I could do all those. We could do that.
Yeah,
We
we
just-
can totally do that. Fly to
Well, I
the
do have
moon and then...
I do have summon Draconic Spirit, which is a large creature with a flying speed. So I can't summon a dragon that someone can mount. I can also turn into a giant eagle, which is a large creature with a flying speed.
We
So
still
someone
have
can-
3 days on that train.
Let's get out
Do
of
you
here.
really want to do a heist on the first day that is 100% getting noticed?
Hey, what else do we need?
We
Let's go.
literally just we were literally just at the point where we said we should try the safest plan first, and then you're literally proposing a plan that is going to get us executed.
Hey,
So
good work though.
we need, no matter what, we need to do something
just-
about
no, no,
this
I'm-
guard.
I'm saying the backup plan. If they don't open the door and check the bomb, we still can't just let it blow up. So this is like the backup plan.
Yeah,
Just
no,
play-
we're not letting it blow up, obviously.
So this is plan C. Saying plan C, we do have to blow the door clean off and stop the bomb, or at least get our shit and leave.
Well, we are to protect the King's Council, so we still need to figure out who is attacking them.
Man, this mission's hard as hell.
It's not.
We just named like 2 other things that we have to do. That's crazy.
It's one other thing we have to do.
You said we have to protect them and figure out who's attacking.
Well, yes,
That's
consequently.
2.
That's
I've got
like
an idea to get rid of the guard completely without anyone outside knowing. It's
Right.
not like killing him, but like getting him off the train. Trying to talk
Okay.
him into saying he wants to leave, which would make him be a willing creature that he can teleport him off the train. And he's not anywhere near here. Outside doesn't know he's gone. Unless they check in here. Pretty sure. Might not work, but it could. But we can get him off the train, then we have the ability to use this bottled silence if we need to, without him seeing it. Because the emergency thing is that bomb. The ledger we can do at any other date is just get rid of that bomb. Or at least drawing attention to that bomb. Do we have any suspicions who could be laying the bombs down?
No idea. We have not investigated
So how do we figure out there's a bomb in this room?
by
Because I have a
putting this
bat
bomb
and
there.
I have a bat who smelt the exact same smell of a bomb in the toilet. And we know it's an elemental bomb as well. So it's not something we want to play with.
Well,
How
so we're
did you
sticking.
do you have another dispel magic or what?
Yes.
Because
I haven't spelled that.
would it, can you still use it? Or do you need
Of
line of
course.
sight on it?
No, I need line of sight. That's what fizzled the last spell, or the spell last time. I don't have line of sight. Apparently, that's also full cover.
Well, I don't think you need line of sight. You can't be behind full cover.
Yeah. That.
Mm.
that as a self-spell. Classify as a self-spell. Did you guys understand? Just did you guys understand that it's one of the two things you guys have to solve? You guys still have to go after this. You guys understand that? You guys still have to go after the keys, even if you disable one of them. Just will need passwords. You guys understood that, right? Would fry the monitors, not the entire mechanism of the door. It would fry the monitors. So you guys need the passwords, but you guys still need both keys to open the doors. It's a two-set mechanism. You're eliminating one of the things you guys could have to do. You're doing one of them. Based on the base of how the conversation was going, my understanding was that if you guys did whatever you want to do, the vote, well, that's not the case. So we just want to confirm. All right, and then back to my
Paying attention?
All right.
I know the documents are in there.
We know
We
the
do know
documents
that
in
the
there,
document-
and the familiar, as through perception skill, has discerned that the smell that is coming off that wooden crate is the exact same that is coming off the bomb that we already disabled. So we're like 99% certain, unless someone stashed away a very peculiar scent in a box that happens to smell exactly like the bomb.
So you guys know that clock is ticking.
Yes.
How long have we? How long would you say it's been since we turned off the other bomb?
Less than an hour, I would say. You guys being the entire session so far, I would say past 20 to 30 minutes in game time.
Okay, so we know we have at least 30, like maybe maximum 30 minutes to stop it going off then. So, yeah, I think we alert about this and then we come back for it later. Because as long as this thing is here, it could kill us, it could kill half the crew, and then destroy the papers anyway, if we make a mistake.
What do we know that if we make it, make who would we
They
be
might have
telling?
to stop
Like,
training.
would we tell Narcy about the bomb? Her specifically? because we don't know that if we just go make this public knowledge to the guards, we don't know if they're like whoever set these bombs. They could be undercover as the guards and just set it off early.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe one of us storms into that room up top and panics about there being a bomb on the train. Like, on this cart. We smelt one in the library.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that if we do that, we know that the people who put the bombs here are hiding somewhere, and then if they figure out we know where it is, they might just blow it up early anyway. So that it might not be a good idea, because at least before we disabled the bomb, before we made people aware of it.
Well, are we assuming that these bombers are in some sort of way not respecting their own lives? If they're here and these bombs would put them in danger, shouldn't we assume that, like, forgive me, but in my line of fire blasting that I've done here, usually the goal is to, with a timing mechanism, make sure that you're not around for the explosion. Remote detonation wouldn't require a timer. They could remotely detonate them from wherever they were. And if they were here, well, then they could just blow them up immediately if they were planning on just blowing them up. Like, I just don't understand why have a timer, stick around, and then also have a remote detonator. As one who's done explosives myself, that's just not the way we would usually do it.
Well, all we know is that the last one had a timer. We don't know if this bomb is the same. We just know that it is most likely a bomb.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
We do know that it's most likely a bomb, but again, so we're assuming that these bombs are connected, and we're assuming that they're planted by the same person, that we've been planted by this for the same reason with the same intentions. And I just cannot think of any logical reason to have one bomb on a timer and another bomb not on a timer, or even weirder, on a different timer, and then to separately have a remote detonation. If you can tell me, I mean, I'm not the...
I think we're assuming that these people are sane.
They were sane enough to create a bomb magical with a timer.
I can name many crazy people who make bombs.
Sane and intelligent are two different things. Like, they obviously have a purpose and a plan. We can't figure out who they are or how they got these things here. So to assume that they're insane is fair, but also irrelevant. It doesn't mean that they wouldn't have reason, purpose, intelligence, and just a plan.
But you were saying logic. Crazy people do not care about logic.
Which may allow us to understand that they, have no regard for their life. They just want to blend in, watch the bombs blow up, and be on the train. They could still be on here, but that doesn't answer the question of, even without logic, why have a detonator and a timer?
Oh, just to give you guys a tip, I think you guys are overcomplicating this a lot. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, maybe.
I just don't see it being a good idea, because it's a group of people, at least based on what Narcy said. When we brought it up the first time, she said they, referring as if it were many people, or not many, but at least a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
My idea is that if it is a group of people and they are placing bombs here, they must be infiltrated somehow, whether they be dressed up as workers, guards, or the like. So if we just go tell the guards that there are bombs here, some way, somehow, I think it is very possible that they just blow the bomb up early.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just pointing out the flaws in that logic. If there is a they, and if they are infiltrated, we know that they have placed bombs here, not that they are placing bombs. Those are two different things. We don't know how long they've been here, or how often they checked the bathrooms, or when the last time the guard searched anything. We are assuming that the bombs have been placed recently, which is not information we definitely have. There's equally likely that they placed the bombs and just have set the timers, and we found it within the last 40 minutes. That timer could have been ticking down from 24 hours.
So what do we do? I mean, that's great information and it's very true, but what are we going to do about it?
I don't think it was remote. Would be remote. And is there a way we can contain the explosion? Any spells that can kind of send it away just before?
Based on what you saw to the bat's eyes, whatever is exploding there is exploding only there.
So that might be
So-
designed to more like blow a hole into the vault door because the walls are evidently thicker. It might need an equally strong explosion, but it might only affect like structurally not so sound parts like the outside.
I will say I agree with you, Lewis. Despite my points, I do not also think we should alert the guards. That is not what I'm arguing for. I am arguing that we should probably just attack this bomb ourselves. That's been my point from the beginning.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get to the bomb?
Lightning! Oh wait, that's right, the keys.
That's just one part. Yeah. We literally need the people here that can open it, or we have to steal from the people that can open it. That's the two options. We have no other option.
I'm gonna take.
Very well.
Do you think this guard could know the code?
Highly unlikely.
Because I was gonna charm him and see if we could get the code out of him.
And remember a very important fact about charm person, that they treat you as friendly, or someone well known to them, in the old description, the legacy description of the spell. But they do know that after an hour, that they have been tempered with in a way they don't know. They don't know if it's magic or not, but they know they are not in their full capabilities or behavior. So that's the risk of that spell.
I can try to locate the object magically. Again, with divination. I have located object. I can try to get the keys. Or at least find out
Well,
where
we
they
know-
are.
Do you know what the keys look like enough to be able to find them?
No,
Well, we know one
but
of
I
them.
point
We
to the-
apparently saw it on the King's Guard, if I heard that correctly.
I point to that.
I just
guard
want to
and I say-
confirm one thing. Locate objects is divination, right?
Mhm.
Alright.
I point to the guard there. I'm like, he doesn't have any keys on him, so it's not like they all just have a random set of keys. One of you guys mentioned having seen keys before. I'm not saying that I could go even get the keys. I'm saying that if we need to get them, we have a path to doing so. Locating them would be the first step. Deciding what we're going to do and how to get them would be based on the information we do with that. But, I mean, there's just so many options. These bombs are going to go off. We really can't sit here and just do that forever. I point to Grabnos. I put you in charge. What do we do?
Put the pressure on
You're the
Lewis. Come on, Lewis. You can do
Lewis,
this.
it's all your fault. You have to pick it.
I mean, I had an idea a while ago. I don't know if anyone heard me when I said it, but my idea was to
What
go
the
to
fuck? Lewis, what is face check? I'm
It's
curious.
something I use when I play League of Legends. It's nothing to worry about.
Okay. Continue.
My plan was to, because what was it? On Darien Fireburst? Was that the drink? I liked.
Believe so. Yeah, proceed.
My idea was to go to the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
see if they have any of that, because even though the person who Hannah asked said they didn't,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really believe them, because then how do you get it? So I think it's at least worth checking ourselves. And once we have it, talk to the guy, get his signet ring via distracting him with his foreign wines that he loves oh so much. And we'll have to. He's in this northern room, you said? Or at least we heard him from the north.
Yes. You would have heard his voice on the north.
And that's the room that was checked, or whatever.
That is the room that you guys can't enter. That was said to you, you can't enter.
Okay. But we know
Wait.
he's most likely over there.
What are we doing with the ring?
It said that the last time we saw the ring, that it could possibly fit into one of these compartments over here, or fit into something.
Yes, the word exactly was fitting to something.
Okay. So your plan, I'm just trying to understand, is to go convince someone to give us a wine you've been assured does not exist on the train. Take it into a room we've been assured we cannot get into, and then steal a ring that unlocks something.
No, that's not what I said. I said
I
talk
misunderstood.
to the guy, get the wine, talk to the guy who needs to be talked to, the ambassador.
Yeah, and they said they don't have the wine, right?
One of the workers said it, but
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
just because one
not
of the
talking to the workers. We're talking to the ambassador. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
get the wine, talk to the ambassador, convince him with the foreign wine since he loves it oh so much. And then while I am talking to him, take the ring. That's one of the things we need.
Well,
Or
give me one
supposed
second. So where are we getting the wine from? I thought, are we getting the wine from the ambassador or from something else?
from the, I imagine, the kitchen cart,
Cart.
or
Yeah, I've already been there. I checked and asked about it, and
Okay,
then
so
I
we're stealing a wine that you saw the ambassador likes or had some. They had some of the wine on the train. So we're gonna go look for it. And you asked the worker if they had it. The worker said we do not carry it, but you think they're just saving it just for the ambassador because it's his secret stash. So we're gonna go steal some of his secret stash, right? And then bring it to him in the room in that's north of us that's locked that we said we couldn't enter.
I'm not gonna go in the room.
We're gonna
I have
get
ways
him.
of calling to him.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and steal from his secret stash that we think might be on here, but we're not able to access or has been told doesn't exist, and then get him to come out of the room to give it to him, and then steal his ring because it unlocks something.
Well, I doubt it's a secret. I doubt it's his secret stash. What I was saying is that there's a cart filled with all kinds of food and goods. The common worker who Hannah asked,
Hmm.
he didn't look around. He just asked the worker. They said that it doesn't exist. They don't have it.
Could just be a reserved bottle.
You know, I think it's worth going to check to see if they have it, to convince him to speak with us. And while he's speaking with us, get the ring.
All right, whatever.
All right, boss.
All right. There was, for the past 25 minutes, a lot of talk that I mostly don't understand. So resume to me. You guys are going to go to the kitchen, talk to the server, and...
Well, let's talk to the server more like do our own looking around.
Okay. How you intend to do that? Into the dining
I have
cart.
two easily sneakable druids, and what I also have shift weave, so I can change into one of my outfits if it would be better to be dressed for the occasion.
I'll
work.
put my hand on your shoulder, boss. I promise you, if that wine's in there, I'll be able to find it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, because I'm in character, tired of deliberating. I'm gonna go look for the wine. And unless anyone stops me, I'm gonna go ahead and where's my goddamn potions? It is here. I'm gonna drink my potion of invisibility. Look. And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna turn into a spider and crawl toward that area.
And I just want to be sure that is the order of the actions you do.
Well, I mean, it says you drink the potion, become invisible. It doesn't say you cast the invisible. Oh, it affects ends early if you attack or cast a spell. So I'm reading it as is. It doesn't say I'm casting the invisibility spell. So if you drink the potion, become invisible for 1 hour. If anything you wear carries invisible with you, the effect ends if you attack or cast a spell. That's what it says on my
I
character.
think the new version is like if you take any action
You take any action?
or something like that.
Potion of invisibility. This is from the new version. This potion contains One potion, you have the invisible condition of attack. Deal. No, it says 3 things on the new one. It says if you attack, deal damage, or cast a spell. That's what the new one says. Sorry.
Okay. Then yeah.
So
it's
yeah, I can
valid.
still wild shape.
All right. Yeah, if you can take a magic action. My concern was the magic action because wild shape is a magic action. That is fine. You can do in that order and fashion and go about your day.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and target myself.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let me think about this. I might do something else.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make a slight alteration, and just before I swallow it, I'm going to actually first do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to first things first. Oh, yeah, cast a spell on myself.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and drink the potion,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and wild shape. You ain't gonna find me, boy.
So glad we did all that while the knight was watching.
Yep.
I'm not gonna
Wait,
interject at this point.
Yep. The knight look at it and say, "Where did your friend go?"
What friend?
Which
Are
one?
you,
do you-
Are you hallucinating? Are you really that tired?
Deception check.
Sure, why not?
I gave my 2 cents so I get the help.
You have my inspiration.
Sure. Here.
Yeah, it's
There
not
you go.
terrible.
They nod. They you know they clinch around them with their fingers on their eyes and I need a break. They open the door and say, sorry, I really need a smoke or something. Say, can you take over? And say, yeah, sure, I can take over. And they just go outside. You guys have one last guy to take issue it.
Gaslit him into thinking he's not doing okay.
Of course.
Yeah, I'd imagine any respectable kitchen has a wine locker.
Oh yeah, 100%. It is there. It is there somewhere. So
Where's my wild shape? Okay, there it is. Fuck it. I'm gonna do that. Usability.
I know it's probably not called a kitchen cart. Does the cart where the kitchen is have like a specific name? Some
Is
fancy
there-
name I'm not thinking of.
Pantry, maybe?
yeah, potentially pantry. Hmm. Yeah, with this you you do get the to the kitchen all the way onto the south, and what do you do when you reach there? Is my question to you.
My first thing is going to be what happens tonight? Merge. Okay, so my first thing is going to be to survey the area to determine how many people are there. I'd be crawling along the ceilings, not the floors.
About some 8 workers and 2 knights in the dining cart.
Yeah, don't need to bullshit. Cool. Then I will take my time to kind of get around and look for the wine and kind of survey the area if there's anywhere that I could see that it would be. I'm looking through everything, anywhere that I could see really from the area to determine where I need to check. Mainly, I guess I'd first see if there are any closed rooms, closed doors, any locked places. Can you drag my token to that? Is there like a place where I can drag myself to the map?
Unless you intend to fight in the area, I don't have a dining cart area. So
I do that.
it is a roleplay. It's supposed and hopefully to be a roleplay area. So Basically, what you see is multiple stoves over on the left side and the right side, tables for dining, cutlery, and plates on the table. There is about an 8-foot counter over in the back, separating the area of the kitchen, and basically it's a 20 by 20 foot room. Into the left side, it has a pantry, some barrels of grains, a fridge for storing meat, and disposables and that sort of stuff. And there is basically 6 kitchen workers, going around the area making food.
All right, so can I find a area for the
wine? Yes, you would. Are you looking specifically for the wine that was given the name to you?
Yes.
Perception
I still have
roll.
the telepathic bond up. So.
That's fair. Perception roll.
Why is there a 0 on your dice?
I think it's a 20, most likely. Nope, not a 20, a 10. You look around the area, you try to find, there's like some 16 bottles of wine in between them. You go in between the names, you can't really find it within like a minute or so. Do you just, continue shaped and continue to look around until you find it, regardless of the result?
I'm gonna make sure I triple check. What I'll do as a brief search, I'm like, okay, cool. The only thing I can do is look at every single label and every single bottle. So I'm just gonna go through every single bottle and read one by one, confirming for sure that it's not there. And if I have to make another roll, I'll do that. But I'm gonna use lucky this time.
The roll would be a disadvantage, so yes, you would get another straight roll. The conditions didn't change, so yeah, you find the bottle all the way in the back. There's 2 bottles often, and it does say they're specifically reserved for the ambassador.
So it is his private stash.
Yes.
I will, with Rary's telepathic bond, give that information back to the boss. They're like, boss, as I suspected, you were right. There's 2 bottles here, but they're reserved for the ambassador. If we show up with one, do you think he'll suspect that we stole it, or that we just happen to bring our own bottle aboard?
Well, as long as we how does it say it's reserved? Like, is it like a sticker or a
It's a
marker?
sticker.
Well, is there any other wine in there that has a similar bottle?
I'll say
I guess, yeah. I guess could
Just
potentially be.
Take the sticker off, slap it on another one.
and say that they made a mistake.
Exactly.
Sure, that works.
All right, cool. That's what I'll do. But I'm gonna wait till nobody's nearby. And
I won't ask anything for you to remove the sticker 100% not as a spider, but I will ask you to put in another bottle as a light of hand roll for you.
Well, I'm gonna change out of spider form to do this.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still being visible, so I'm just gonna waste another wild shape.
Okay.
Change out of spider form, switch the labels. I also would need that to pick up the bottles. So I change out of spider form. Do you want me to switch out one label or 2?
One, just to not be suspicious.
Okay, I switch out. I find the most similar bottle. I switch out the label, put it right back where it was. Take this bottle, right, and go back into spider form. Merging my equipment, and then I'll head back to the party.
Alrighty.
But is there a guard in the room when I get there?
I'll telepathically tell you it's a new guard. Probably would be best to come in human shape and let
Very
them know.
well. Is there anyone in the hallway when I get back?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Could I hide around this corner, like right here, and change?
It's good odds as any.
Cool.
I'm gonna
go
change out
ahead.
the music.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and and wild shape. What is that? See, I'm gonna end my wild shape. I don't know how to end the invisibility.
Just
I will
remove
end
the
the wild
condition.
shape. No, I mean my character doesn't know how to.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you have to take the spell action or whatever conditions in it. So
I was gonna say just
Does
punch
it
the
actually-
wall.
you can
It
simply
doesn't
go
end-
back into the room, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around this guy, and I'm just gonna use various telepathic bonds, and go over to Karabnos and say, "All right, I don't know how to do this. Somebody needs to body block, so I can give you this bottle." And I will stealthily hand the bottle over to Karabnos as Hannah tries to body block. You want to roll the stealth checks?
Does I think
Does
of ways to distract the guard slightly. Does the guard have like a watch?
a watch on him, like a wristwatch? No.
Something to tell the time?
That you can see, no.
You know what? As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll just go behind Krapnos, and if they're facing the guard, I'm still invisible. I'll just go behind them and just stick it in their bag. But it'd be pretty much invisible until it left my hands. So I just slip it through their bag and let it go, and bada bing, bada boom. It's in your backpack, brother.
Right. And I guess I'll go try and distract the guard so that you can.
How you do that?
This one?
Uh,
The one
just
in
get-
our room?
yeah,
What do you distract
just
them for?
just so that he's not looking at the wider view of the room while you become uninvisible.
You're
If that is-
I still don't know how to become uninvisible, brother.
just punch the wall.
Yeah. It is taking the attack action, even if it's stupid.
I mean,
Take the attack action. Yeah, just punch the air.
Well, Jesus, would you look at the time, and I'm gonna cast like a minor illusion that just says the text time. That's a very bad dad joke.
and
Hey,
I
sorry, I'm
will,
just trying to lighten the mood, okay?
I guess, kick the wall.
Yeah, you kick the wall, you cause 1 point damage to yourself while kicking the wall,
No.
and
I'll stay invisible.
yeah, you go away from the invisibility.
Ah, damn it. The 1-footed damage. Come on, guys.
You can sleep it off.
Did you just... Oh, 84 points of damage.
That's not what I did.
That's a painful stub your toe.
I had
Did you
9
cause
temp
yourselves 84 points of damage?
I didn't. I just clicked on my health, and I guess it just did that. I don't even know what happened. And I would have 8 temp HP still.
Oh, she imagine that.
Stubbs toe dies instantly.
So yeah, Lewis, how you distract the guard?
Well, what did Bashir actually do the minor illusion thing?
Yes. I mean, what's gonna happen? Like, I'm just gonna cast a minor illusion to lighten the mood amongst the guards. That's just a harmless little mom joke. Even though I'm not a mom.
I guess while he's doing that, to try.
You're not a mom, but you're mommy material.
I am definitely a +7. Remember that.
To try and I suppose help in the distracting owl. Do you know what was wrong with that guard? He seemed rather tired and wary. I'm sure he's fit to work as he is right now.
Mhm.
What, the poor son that constantly seems to be supposed to be on break when it's a no break time? Yeah. I've heard he's worked like 10 hours straight.
It's usually quite unprofessional to sleep on the job, even if he did work for that long. I think I've heard other guards staying up for much longer, basically trying to bore him with this conversation at this point.
Yeah, that would potentially work. Plus, with the minor illusion there, he looks disturbed enough that he doesn't care as the fifth person just reappears into the room as he's annoyed. And with this in mind, I guess I will ask all of you, what do you want to do now? You have the wine bottle.
Great, now I just have to get in contact with the guy. Again, are there any wards that we found out about?
Wards? Like these wards? Magical wards?
Yeah,
Did you cast Detect Magic?
I didn't know.
You don't see any sigils or physical wards in the area.
I just wasn't sure because I know sometimes you say...
Is Spez without a trace an hour? It is. Okay. Alright.
Oh, let's see.
Hey, speaking of that, weren't you gonna visit that ambassador guy who
Yes, yes.
who you met at the casino area? Hey, guardsman, was there any word on when they're finished with their super important discussion up there? Oh, he seems
They're
to be
still
also.
discussing matters that are private, miss. That's all they say.
Well, would you mind delivering a written message so that he may read it at his own leisure without distracting him from his very official and important duties?
You see, he looks at you and asks, what do you need from the ambassador?
I wish to have a very important and political bearing talk with him that I believe he himself would be very displeased to find out that he missed out on discussing with me.
You
And
raise
I-
around deception
I wish
roll.
to. Okay.
He looks very inconvenienced by your speech, just want to say that.
To be fair, I wasn't done. 28.
Alright. He holds his hand up in the air and saying, I will see if he has interest on it. And he goes away.
Wait, I still had things to say to him.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. He
He
flips
didn't
you
want to
off.
listen to you.
Another night
Wait,
kicks in.
Actually,
Yes, because it's you.
I was gonna tell him to let him know we can talk this over with on Darien Fireburst.
You see that you hear his voice, over the muffled sounds across the wall, and coming over onto the other side. Interesting. You see that the you hear sounds of 2 sets of footsteps crossing the corridor.
Uh-huh.
As the Great Ambassador arrives. As that happens, now 2 knights are within the room. And you guys see Ambassador Core, which if you guys don't remember, let me just check, but I do believe he's human. Ambassador Core. Which is Lord Core also. The hair wine. Neutral male human champion. Younger brother to King Burrell. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you guys see that Lord Core makes the approach. Still with the same, metallic-like armor that he was wearing before. Carrying what seems to be a blade alongside with him. And it says, Miss, you asked of me. I assume you're here to lose more of your money?
I would imagine not. I consider myself to be quite good at poker games, but I wanted to discuss with you, as I feel as though when we first met, we did not get off on the right foot.
Is that so? And what exactly do you propose we address onto setting matters onto the right terms in here?
Well, I was saving this for a very special occasion and a very special person. But it would seem as though I have met a very special person in a very special occasion earlier than I expected. So I'm very willing to pop open this bottle of Endarian Fireburst that I was waiting to drink some companions of mine upon arrival.
Well, there's still some time, but there are matters that need my attendance. I suppose I can give you some of my time for maybe an hour. Would that work for whatever you have in mind?
Yes, that'll do perfectly.
Get him, Tiger.
Oh boy. So yeah, you see that they sit on with you, and basically as that as they sit on with you, they ask, so where are you fair from, my lady?
Alias,
Bradland? With things
Yes, sir.
specifically Sean?
I hail from Sharn within Redland.
The city of Talos. Far from the capital. What made you accept the invitation for this event?
Well, I don't often get invited to these sorts of events, and I thought it'd be very useful to see myself in settings such as these when invited, as I believe it's very important that nobles attend such events.
Very well, that does make sense. I guess. Do you know that you're going within Tranish territory by the end of this voyage?
Yes, that was made aware.
Are you not scared? There is, after all, rumors of war.
Oh, well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But,
Deception roll.
who's not scared of war? 27.
Alright. You cook it. You cook it. 10?
I suppose while we're talking, I'll have 2 wide chilled glasses. Well, I don't think you drink wine off chilled glasses, actually. 2 wine glasses.
You can
of-
chill the glasses, you just can't put ice into the wine. That is tragic. Putting ice into the wine.
I
What
won't. I won't do that.
I come over and like allow me, madam, because I'm still young maid, so I'm trying to help you.
I mean, yeah,
Or drinks.
that works.
They have not seen me do anything since earlier. Yeah, I help pour a drink.
I guess after he pours it, would I be able to hand it to him? And then while...
Are you gonna poison the drink list?
No. I'm going to try and hold the drink in such a way
Assassin's Creed style.
that it ensures that our hands will touch, and I will attempt
Oh boy.
slide the signet ring off his finger.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I want to remember one very important fact on that check there. You don't have the thieves' gloves right now.
Yeah, I do.
You don't. They were never
What?
given back to you.
I never gave it to him because he never did the sleight of
Okay.
hand.
Alright. Makes sense. Alright. Yeah, you may attempt. The roll.
Look, it all goes to shit. I can just say my fingers got a little slippy.
Whoops.
He's gonna finger
towel.
you. It's what's gonna happen.
Is that a trombone in your crotch pocket, or are you just really happy to see me?
Sleight of hand +7.
Didn't know you were a musician.
You fail.
Could I? Is this worth using a heroic dice on? This is one of the parts of the things we need.
Up to you to decide.
Sure.
Okay.
Can you even
I don't
check the
think-
DC? Because I don't remember. Stealing the signet ring. Okay. Make your roll.
All right. Du-du-du-du-du. All right. The sticks, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You fail.
18. What? 18? What's the DC?
Who knows? You fail.
The DC is being watched by 3 knights.
I at least gave myself a cover.
You did.
Yeah.
That's fair. Heroic inspiration one?
do not.
Hell no, I want to see how this shit plays out. I want to see Karafnos being bad at lying again.
Yeah. I mean, with the fucking perfume that they have on their entire body, it's not gonna be that difficult. They perceive that their fingers being tampered with. They recoil their hands. They look at you strangely and say, "I'm married, my lady. I hold no interest in flirtation."
I would imagine so, you being quite the specimen, but these scales do often get stuck on small objects. I do apologize.
No, there is nothing small about me, but sadly you will not be one to savor it.
Truly a shame. I'll slide the drink over.
Yeah, he gladly takes a sip from it. And drinks it. I guess the issue guys have now is his hands, well, at least his drinking hand, which is the same as the signet hand, is closer to his body majority of the time.
Ain't that beautiful?
Well, someone else can try.
Yes.
I imagine we wouldn't be standing at the door drinking. We'd probably be sitting down at the table, right?
Yeah, most likely. Oh, wrong character.
Well, I'll telepathically say, "Well, I tried. Does anyone else more dexterous? That was the word. Want to try? I can give you my gloves to get a better shot at it than I."
Do I see any cuts or markings on him? Just from looking at him.
If you see any,
Cuts or markings that I could possibly see.
he has scars, but they are battle scars. No, he does not need patching up. 100% not. He has battle scars.
Okay, my plan ain't gonna steal it from him. Is it? Idea how we could get from him, but maybe you should try and continue to coax him into grabbing us.
We'll see if we can. I won't drink much myself. I'll mainly be offering him drinks. See if I can get him, a little drunk. I imagine drinking an entire bottle of wine would get you at least a little tipsy.
Yeah, potentially.
With the bottle of wine, when I went to refill the guy's glass, I accidentally spill it a little on him.
Oh.
Were you here during the first casino episode? I believe you are, right?
I was.
Do you remember what happened when that plan was used?
That was spilled over me.
That's fair, but do you remember what was the conveyed outcome of what happened from there?
I don't
They
think
left.
anyone actually
Yeah.
So if you do that, they'll probably just leave.
I didn't spill it on them in the casino. I was on the way back and I tripped over and spilled.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but when they're mildly pissed off, they just tend to leave, apparently.
You can do it. Just be considerate of potential outcomes. The guy is very stuck up and high up, so.
So,
I can come up with a reason if anyone wants to. If you foresee yourself attempting to take the gloves, or attempting to take the signet ring, I can give a reason as to why I would give my gloves to someone else. I can give a logical reason that they would not find suspicious.
maybe I spill it on you instead, the water. You have a go at me and he might try and let his guard back down with you.
Come on, Lewis. I know you can do it.
Because he commands respect.
I only have a plus
so
2 in dex.
If you show the same,
Yeah, I only have a +2 in dex. That's why I'm saying I could give someone my gloves so they can have a +7.
I have a +2 as well.
That's what I'm saying. Is that if I give the gloves to someone who has a +2, they have the same chances as me. They just get to roll again.
I guess I don't mind doing it. I'll give it a try.
Okay.
You're just gonna remove your fancy magical gloves that looks like something that would make sense for your clothes on someone else.
I have my reason. I was gonna say a thing to the people out loud to make it reasonable. I do prefer the touch of the glass to be upon my bare scales when I partake in such fine wine. You, servant,
Yes.
hold on to these. Make sure they
Very well.
stay warm when I put them back on after this delightful event.
Would you like to wear them?
I can barely hear you.
Oh, I was just saying, would you like I should wear them? To keep
Whatever
them
is
warm,
the
I
best, whatever the best way is.
Very well.
I would prefer not to wear cold gloves, as that would kind of defeat the purpose.
Cool. I'll just go ahead and put these on then for you.
Just don't dirty them with your.
You peasant! Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask a check on that. It's reasonable enough. I guess the question is now, how do you make the approach towards the man who has the signet ring?
Getting him. I guess how far drunk is he?
Not at all. He got like half a glass from what is supporting him so far.
I'd still be pouring him, just having having
He
leisure
hold his hand
conversation.
and say, "That is enough for me, my lady. I will drink slowly, thank you."
I meant like when he's finished. I mean, like
Yeah.
pour it while he's still drinking.
He drinks very slowly.
I guess that we're just waiting.
So,
Mhm.
guess I'll try and distract him with conversation, and I guess they can move in a little closer in the time being.
Mhm.
I see that you're quite the important figure, as we were told, or I was told, that keep my servants in check and don't go near that very important area over there. You must be quite the important.
That is my room. That would be why.
If someone can get him to look away, I can try and make his drink a bit more drunk inducing with smells. We can smell something that could really.
Druid crash train? Yeah, you could.
We need to make sure I don't get seen past it. This. So, actually, yeah, I think your sleight of handing might work, but I feel like if it fails this time, he's not gonna be happy.
I guess I do have one plan. He seems to like gambling. Well, although the wine is exquisite, I don't imagine sitting here watching each other drink is the most productive or entertaining way to spend the time. How would you feel about partaking in a little game?
You see, the does get his attention as I mentioned the game board and say, as long there's a gamble, I'm glad to do it. You can, yeah, he seems distracted during the conversation. Does anyone want attempt to get closer to him? I barely heard you again, Kyle. You're cracking a lot, dude.
Yes, I would like to attempt to get closer to him.
Stealth check. Stealth check.
Alright, cool.
And you are using guidance. Phenomenal. That breaks concentration on the spell you have.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That is less than 10 for 13 total. You approach, he raises a brow as he sees you taking up the approach unnoticeable, and say, does your servants normally come closer to the friends who you speak to?
Not often. What are you doing? Get back over here. I apologize. You must have gotten too excited at the mention of something entertaining.
I'm gonna take a seat to gamble, my bad.
She must have
Alright.
noticed those impressive battle scars.
They look to you and he says, yes, I was with my uncle, father, what is he from the king? Again? Lord Gore. Brother. My brother and I have long been in many wars, Sean. The time that passed since the war for the Morning Lands. We stood together into the... oh my god, I forgot the name of the war that happened.
Last war?
The last war, thank you. From the last war. And there's also have been recently many civil militias forming around Badlands. There's this group of rascals that hold some sort of belief that they can end the Brelish monarchy. They go by the name the Swords of something.
Excuse me. I must excuse myself.
Swords of Liberty. They nod. The Swords of Liberty. And apparently, they have been causing me and my the court and my brother some stress for a very long time. Lady Zandra believes that based on the events that recently regaled in the train, there might actually be another unit of them within the train. But of course, it's a simple matter. You are secure, the others here are also secure, and we are looking everywhere for potential members of the staff that were not supposed to be here.
Yeah, that
The
might
end of
be
the
for the
story-
best.
Oh my god, so many effects. Oh my god.
I
trying
am
to-
passing without trace. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
I'm gonna try to sneak next to him again.
Disadvantage on the check.
Well, it's
Don't
it is a
guys-
shame that war is such a necessity and that we seem to be losing our own kin as well as they do theirs for no meaningful reason at times. Oh, you
You
already
pass,
rolled
Kyle.
this plus check. Okay.
I have so many effects on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna attach and add the concentration to Kyle. Yeah, you pass. Do you attempt to grab the ring off his hand?
Yes, but I'm gonna use lucky.
Okay. Advantage on the sleight of hand.
You would have +7 or +5, I think.
+5. You pass. You scoop the ring out of hand, and then we can end today.
Holy bejesus.
Against the signature ring.
Ah, yes, we spent 3 hours doing an entire 20 minutes in game time.
A little bit more,
Don't-
30 now, 30 to 40. Mrs. Alden
There we
had
go.
to go early. He did leave a inspiration vote. Vote would be for Hannah, apparently. Alright. For those that watched the stream, thank you all. It was fun, and I will be cutting it here.